In the last 30 days, I just helped this creator gain over 50,000 followers, this creator over 130,000 followers, and this creator over 150,000 followers. And by the end of this video, you're gonna have a blueprint for how you can make the same exact thing happen to you before 2025. Because if you wanna gain followers as fast as humanly possible on Instagram, you need to make sure that you're doing the things that I share with you in this video. And by the way, the last thing is by far the most important, so please make sure you don't skip it. The first thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is we need to make sure that your account is actually set up correctly. Because if it's not, you have the wrong settings enabled, or your bio or profile picture messed up, well, guess what's going to happen? Instagram is going to classify your content the wrong way, they're going to show it to the wrong people, and boom, you're going to actually waste your time posting on Instagram. The first thing that we need to make sure of is that when you come over to Instagram that you are not shadow banned. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna click in the top right hand corner, you're gonna come in here and you are gonna type in status. You're then going to see account status here, and we need to make sure that you have nothing but green check marks, because if you don't have green check marks here, what's going to happen is Instagram is actually not going to push out your content. But on top of that, we need to make sure that your page is actually eligible to be suggested to other people on Instagram. So if we come into profile right here, and you have to do this from a desktop, you come into edit profile and then you scroll down, you are going to see this right here. It is going to say show account suggestion on profiles. If this is not clicked, guess what? You are not going to get reach on Instagram because Instagram isn't going to be showing your content to people. For example, like I shared with you before, I helped Nick gain over 130,000 followers on Instagram. But if we click right here on the suggested people on his account, what do we see? The Credit Brothers, the Points Guy, and a bunch of other people that upload about credit. And why is that? Because that's what Nick uploads. And Nick did two things right to make sure that this actually happens. First and foremost, he has credit here and he has it here. It shows up twice in his bio. So whatever keyword you're trying to rank for on Instagram or that your competitors are ranking for, you need to make sure that it shows up in your bio twice. You also need to make sure you're using emojis in your bio. It's only 3 lines and it's very short and sweet. For example, his is I help people raise their credit score, helped over 20,000 people, want an evaluation for free, and then he has a call to action there. You need to have your Instagram profile set up the same exact way, and you need to make sure that your profile image right here is bright, it's big, and it stands out, because if not, guess what? You're not gonna get reach. In fact, if we look here, this is super bright. Same with this one, super bright. Same with this one, super bright. And if you look at most big creators on Instagram, guess what? Super bright profile image. So now that your account is set up the correct way and you have the right settings enabled, I need to make sure that you're actually uploading the right content to grow as fast as humanly possible on Instagram. And there are actually 3 types of content you should be focused on, and there's a certain order in which you should be focused on them. First and foremost, 40% of the content you're creating needs to be memes. What do I mean by this? You need to remix other memes that you find on Instagram. If you don't find any memes on Instagram, what you need to do is go interact with other people's memes, and then guess what? Your Reels feed is literally going to be turned into just a bunch of memes. And the reason that memes work so good is because instead of getting a point across in a 30-second video or a 45-second video or a 60-second video, memes get the point across in just a few seconds, and they are by far the easiest thing to understand on Instagram. A lot of people share them, a lot of people comment on them, and so many people share them to their story because they represent the emotion or the feeling or the trials and tribulation or the thing that people are actually experiencing, and that's why memes work so well. For example, if we look at Mike right here, another creator that I helped gain a ton of followers, if we scroll down, this meme, 6,400 views. This one, 12,000 views, 7,000, 10,000, 6,000, and guess what? This one has 26,000. This one has 11,000, and guess what? These videos take him almost no time to create. This video that he made right here has to be edited, he has to do certain things to it, but with these memes, you literally just post them on Instagram, they're already baked in, they're already viral, and all you're going to do is find a meme somebody else posted that did really well, you're going to remix it, and then boom, you're gonna get more reach. On top of that, if you upload a lot of memes on Instagram, it literally makes it 100 times easier to be able to grow on Instagram and to be able to create a lot of content, because you're just going to be remixing other people's memes, not having to create them yourselves and not having to think of some grand old good idea. You're just gonna take viral videos that already exist on Instagram, post them on your page, and boom, you're gonna grow much quicker. Now, like I said, memes should be 40% of your posts. 30% of your posts should be posts that people are not able to swipe away from. What do I mean by this? I mean something like this post. If we look at this creator right here, 300,000 views, 200,000, 400,000, 8 million. What did this post do differently? If we click into it and we start to watch it, immediately we need to watch this video. We cannot swipe away from this video, and nobody will swipe away from this video because they want to see, since he's tied to this rope and this car is driving away, what is going to end up happening here. I mean, literally, look at the comments here. This is genius. Only watch this to see you get tossed. And this one, fire marketing, what you are going to see is that people need to watch this video all the way through to the end. Now, this isn't the only way to do that. There are several other ways to do that. And whenever you find a video like this on Instagram, this will literally work no matter what niche you're in, no matter what kind of content you create. This video works because this is viral marketing that people cannot swipe away from. And 30% of your posts should be like this. And then finally, that last 30% of posts that you're doing on Instagram need to be posts that you're recreating from other people that have gone viral in the last 72 hours. Ideally, you should have a list of all your competitors. You should be able to know what they posted about and how well it did. Videos that they did that got a lot of views, you need to create content in the same length, on the same format, and on the same topic, because then what Instagram's going to do is show your content to the same people that saw those videos. This is going to make you go viral on Instagram. In fact, if you're not getting the followers that you want to on Instagram right now, it's probably because you're not doing that or because you're focused on getting the wrong types of engagement. For example, did you realize that likes have absolutely nothing to do with how much engagement you get on Instagram? Or saves also have absolutely nothing to do with it. Instead, Instagram wants you to focus on 3 core things. First, getting people to watch your content for as long as possible. Second, you getting as many comments as possible. And third, you getting people to comment the specific keyword about that video. For example, if you're doing a video about how to lose weight, you want people to comment about losing weight. Why? Because this then signals to the Instagram algorithm that your video is about the right thing, and then boom, that is going to skyrocket your reach. And lucky for you, today's video sponsor ManyChat makes all 3 of those things incredibly easy to do. In fact, the average person that uses ManyChat sees a 5x increase in the amount of engagement that they get, and they make way more money from Instagram. And the way that ManyChat helps you do this is because they're gonna help you get more comments on Instagram and more people to go to the link that you want them to go through by using comment to DM automation. And if you go to the pinned comment below right now, you could get registered with ManyChat today for free or get a 30-day free trial to ManyChat Pro. Here's how it actually works. So you get your viewers to comment a specific word on your post, and then ManyChat automatically sends them a DM. And the more comments you get, the more engagement your video has, and boom, as a result, Instagram pushes out your content to more people. On top of that, Instagram does not want you mentioning the link in your bio. So the way that you get people to actually go to a link is to get them to comment a specific word, and then ManyChat automatically DMs them the link that you want them to go to. And this is what the biggest creators on Instagram are doing, and the creators that are making the most money on Instagram. So if you want to get more followers, you want to get more reach, and you want to make money from Instagram, you need to make sure that you're using ManyChat, which is why I strongly suggest you go to the pinned comment below, register for free access today or a 30-day free trial to ManyChat Pro. But now we need to get into the last and 2 most important things when it comes to getting more followers on Instagram right now. The first one is you need to understand exploitation versus exploring. What do I mean by this? When you're exploring, you're posting something on Instagram that you don't actually know how well it's going to do. This could be a new topic, this could be a new format, this could be a new length. And I wouldn't post that frequently in the exploring column on Instagram. Instead, you should be focused on exploiting Instagram. What do I mean by this? That you should be exploiting the formats you know already work, the lengths that you know already work, the hooks that you know already work, and this comes back to making sure that a lot of the content you're creating is 1, a meme that has already worked before on Instagram, or 2, a post that you're recreating that worked for somebody else on Instagram, because Instagram doesn't want you to recreate the wheel. In fact, Instagram doesn't really want to push out original content. And the reason for that is because Instagram is trying to maximize for how many people comment on your content, how many people share your content, and how many people finish your content. And the easiest way to get that done is to make shorter posts on the right topics that get people to watch that full-length video. So you need to make sure you are not spending too much time with the exploring phase on Instagram, and instead you're spending a lot of your time posting things that you know are going to do well because there's some historical context of those things doing well on Instagram. If not, quite frankly, you're wasting your time by posting whatever you're posting. On top of that, by doing that, you're literally just throwing away followers on Instagram. I mean, look at the biggest creators on Instagram or the creators that are growing the fastest on Instagram, and you'll see that they're doing this. For example, Tuvok literally in like the last 60 days has gone from 20,000 followers to over 500,000 followers, and he did that, if we look at his reels, by consistently doing the same thing. He does a basketball video. Guess what he does here? Another basketball video. Guess what he does here? Another basketball video. He does a soccer video here, and guess what? He's got more soccer videos if we scroll down. So he literally takes the same formats and keeps doing them. Why? Because they get 50 million views. 20 million views, 6 million views, 2 million views, 20 million views, 45, 20, 11 million views. So why would he keep doing a new format? Why would he keep doing a new length? He literally just takes the same thing that keeps working, keeps doing it, and that's why he's literally been able to gain like 300,000 followers in the last 60 days. And now for the final and most important thing that you need to make sure that you're doing if you want to get the followers that you think you deserve on Instagram, and that is that you need to make sure that you're posting consistently. Because if you take a lot of time off from posting or you don't post that much on Instagram, well, guess what? You're not going to get the followers that you want. In fact, Instagram's CEO has literally come out and said that the more you post on Instagram to a certain point, the faster you're going to grow. And the accounts that are growing the quickest on Instagram are uploading consistently. What do I mean by this? Well, first, I would never post more than 3 times a day on Instagram. And secondly, I would never post less than 3 to 4 times a week on Instagram. Ideally though, you should be posting 1 to 2 times every day on Instagram. And remember, you want to follow that 40% memes, 30% videos people can't swipe away from, and 30% recreating posts that have already worked on your own account or on somebody else's account. And that is going to be how you maximize your growth right now on Instagram. And if you're still struggling to grow on Instagram, well, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to look at your account, tell you everything you need to do differently, the same way I helped this creator gain over 500,000 followers, this creator over 700,000 followers, and this creator over 1 million followers. I want to help you do the same exact thing so that you can get the views you deserve, the followers you deserve, and be able to make a full-time living on Instagram. If that sounds interesting, well, please check out this video right here that explains the 3 different ways we can work together.